Charlie Kirk has been shot. He was in Utah giving a speech at a college, and unfortunately, I just found out that he's passed away. It is beyond tragic. It's disgusting. It's terrible. It's the worst thing that has happened in American media and politics in a long time. So this violence is not the answer. It is the very worst possible answer. We don't know who did it. And if some of you might have seen an older guy getting dragged away by the police, it turns out they released him. He's not the guy. So they haven't caught the guy yet, but I can't believe he passed away. I can't believe it. So he's gone. And violence is surrender. It's saying that you can't win in the battlefield of ideas. What a terrible, terrible message to send. And that you have to be barbaric and you have to be violent and you have to be a savage. And you have to just shut that person down physically because you can't defeat them with your ideas. What a cowardly form of surrender. What a disgusting thing to do. How deeply immoral. This is a terrible, terrible day. Because so not only do I know Charlie, and you could say, hey, he said bad things in the past. Who cares? That's not the point today, okay? It doesn't matter what people said. You never do violence. Never. That's the exact opposite of being a progressive. It makes no sense at all. We're against violence. If you do violence, you're not one of us. You're disgusting, you're immoral, and you're deeply counterproductive. Anytime one side does violence, it makes everyone else hate them, rightfully so. So none of our side should ever do that.
All right, guys. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're all having a great and wonderful day. At least the best day that you can have during the certain circumstances. We have this as an update now, or rather, not really an update. I am looking to see what is going around the webs, and all I see is mostly vitriol and hatred, and the left trying to say to calm it down, even though they are the ones that have been keeping up the temperature for the longest period of time, finally resulting into somebody's death. So I'm not playing that game with these people. That was Sink Uyghur, and he has been not reformed, but he has been pretty fairly just never wanted this violence, and I will stand with him for right now. The rest of these Democrats, the rest of these people are demons, and that's what we're going to call them now. They're just demons because these people cannot be known to walk the earth anymore in terms of retribution. Retribution needs to start happening. These people need to face actual consequences, and they need to be jailed, persecuted, and be labeled as a terrorist organization at this point because that's what they are. They're just demons. So what we have here is MSNBC finally firing analyst Matthew Dowd over Charlie Kirk comments after the assassination. Now, that is what's been going on. So we have this here saying MSNBC political analyst Matthew Dowd was fired from the network after his comments about Charlie Kirk following Kirk's shooting at Utah University at Variety said, citing sources. You can't stop these sort of awful thoughts you have and then saying these awful words and then not expect awful actions to take place. Dowd, who most recently ran as a Democrat for Texas lieutenant governor. So Matthew Dowd. We're going to talk about the guy that actually said this because it's pretty damning of what this man said here to Charlie Kirk. And this is what the MSNBC Public Relations has said about the situation. They have said that statement from MSNBC President Rebecca Cutler during our breaking news coverage of the shooting of Charlie Kirk. Matthew Dowd made comments that were inappropriate, insensitive, and unacceptable. We apologize for his statements as has he. There's no place for violence in America, political or otherwise. And no, we're not going to be feeling sorry for you. We're not going to be feeling any of this. I think it's time for actual retribution, and you people need to have your place taken down, right? So, and this is his statement for what he said here.
In which a shooting like this happens. Yeah, and again, I emphasize what you just emphasized. We don't know any of the full details of this. That we don't know if this was a supporter shooting their gun off in celebration, or so we have no idea about.
In which a shooting like
Yeah. So enough of him. He's gone. He's no longer here, and that's good. We don't need these people living among us any longer. They have outlived their performance, and now what we have here is just liberals and everybody panicking because, well, TMZ, you could hear in the background of these people laughing after Charlie Kirk was assassinated, laughing and clapping. They immediately had to apologize because they got so much backlash that everybody heard it. So without further ado, here's this.
Janet, go to have somebody look at the Fox. Trump just posted that Charlie Kirk is dead.
All right, so is this ready to pull the trigger? We can get Trump cut in a second.
Yeah, so I don't know about you guys, but it seems that that doesn't look like it was a very happy thing. That doesn't look like it was a thing because it was practically immediate. These people are demons, guys. They're just demons. That's all we can explain to them. And I'm not using demons as in particular as a religious type thing because I'm not really that type of guy. I'm calling them demons because demons is probably the term that you can use for people that act in an extremely evil manner. That's pretty much it. And celebrating death of any kind, unless it's a child grabber of that sort, deserves the utmost accompaniment against them. This is them apologizing now because they got caught cheering for Charlie Kirk's death because they're scumbags.
We're live streaming all day during this tragedy. When something happened in our office, as we were reporting the assassination of Charlie Kirk, there were some people in the back room away from our news desk here who were watching a car chase. And they were laughing, they were clapping, and you could hear it out here. And we want to make a couple of things clear. One is that I know these people, and they were not laughing, they were not reacting that way about Charlie Kirk's assassination. They were not. They would not work here if they did.
And that being said, we acknowledge that it was horrible timing, and for that we are sorry.
We apologize. We apologize that you had to hear that.
And I get why, if you're watching the stream, you may have felt that that's what the laughter was about. We assure you it was not about that, but it was horrible timing. And
by the way, I get it too, and he gets it because we listened as we were talking.
you can go back and look on the stream. I actually walked off camera to go back and find out what the hell was going on because it was inappropriate for the laughter at that time. But no one was laughing about the Charlie Kirk tragedy.
Nevertheless, we apologize for the way it sounded.
Yeah, that's what these people do, right? This is what these people do. They try to direct the blame somewhere else, and it's because you remember how he said, like, "Oh well, that's why I went back to check what was going on," and it's almost in line exactly when after he said that Trump said that Charlie Kirk had passed away, these people were cheering. So obviously, these people are evil. These people are demons. These people do not deserve any kind of actual niceties from us. I think we have been too kind for too long. And I think it's time for these people to be fired. I think TMZ should either shut down as a network, but you're going to be like, well, JMReports, that's just against the First Amendment. And, well, I don't think they care about our First Amendment. And they are now being evil towards us. These people need to face repercussions. Cheering for the death of somebody is reprehensible, especially after an assassination like this. And be as it may, I'm tired of being nice to people that actually hate me. I'm tired of being nice to people that have no problem with killing me or my friends or my family. So that being said, these people are not meant to walk the world around us. They need repercussions. They need to be shut down because they do not care for any of us or you at all. We award them grievances. We had Charlie Kirk out there fighting the fight where his spirit was hopefully lives on within us, and hopefully we can fight back stronger. But he was just talking to people, and they killed him for that. So if we're going to go out here and say like, oh, well, we can still talk it out. No, talking out has long since passed. It has long since passed. They don't care. They're going to keep on doing this. They won't stop until we're all gone, till we're all dead. And they have made that painfully clear after the assassination of Charlie Kirk. And I think it's time that the left understand what real fear is. And that real fear is being disowned and having all your corporations and everything shut down. And anybody aligning or joining with the political violence or the dangerous rhetoric that they've been spewing should be immediately arrested for political violence or inciting political violence, because enough is enough. Okay, guys, that's our video. Like, subscribe, share. As always, take care, my friends.
The America that all our parents love, but good men try to keep making it great. Pray that God will take care of us. The system is failing us when good men die for the things that they say.